The Crimson Ghost. Damp air, sullen with the lingering scent of rain, hung over the darkened city of Astera. No stars shine this night. Black clouds draped the sky, embracing towers and spires in a black fog. The moon and God peered only through slivers of cloud. A ghastly mist covered the cobblestone streets, slithering throughout the back alleys, tugging at the seams of windows and doors. But locks are latched and latches are locked. On these unhallowed nights, the good God-fearing folk were at the mercy of a devil. A lonely figure floated through the mist, tucking in and out of the twisting alleyways, a drenched heavy cloth nipped at its heels. It knows where it is going, and it goes fast, white mist swirling with each step. It paid no mind to the obscenities and curses of drunken men as they stumbled over uneven cobbles. If not for the ghostly figure's fleeting task, those words would not have been met with steel. How many more, the figure thought. How many more, brother? The figure silently asked itself, and left the streets behind the undercut of a wooden door. The creaking of floorboards hobbled from the dark in the shape of another man. The stranger stumbled in the moonlit entryway, murmuring in short breath, "I'll take care of you, love. Through sickness and health, I'll take care of you, dear." The man's tongue bit off his words as his widened gaze fell upon the dark hooded figure before him. A glint of steel cut through the dark, finding itself embedded within the stranger's breast. "Oh Lord," the man gasped, "please." He gargled the words as the taste of crimson iron bubbled up from his throat. "She needs me," he coughed. "She's sick." The man clung to the figure, his fingers twisted in an agonizing grip, and then faded in strength until the man slid to the floor. "My dear brother, my dearest brother." The figure thought, stepping over the heap of flesh, it cared not to acknowledge a moment longer. How many more? The hood wheezed, and the figure creaked his heavy footsteps into the hall, disappearing into the darkness. A long ways from Astera, in the moonlit shadow of a grand clock tower, rests the carcass of an abandoned chapel. The townsfolk will not say it is haunted, that a ghost stalks the grounds in the misty morning fog, but you can see the rumour in their eyes when questioned about it. They will not speak of it, the canvas sack it locks about, nor the spastic twitching of its contents desperately clawing for an escape. In the midnight hours when air and sea are silent, they dare not say they hear cries and moans or cries like the dead through the floorboards of the church. However, anyone with ears would say otherwise. The trudging of heavy-set boots on the wood panels eased the cries. A ghostly cloaked hood walked the centre aisle, stale dust billowing with each thud of its heel. The figure found its way just short of a wrecked lectern. There it leveraged a trapdoor, revealing a steep set of stairs that plunged into black nothing. At the bottom of the pit, the hooded figure placed a wide palm upon a thick oak door. He heaved his creaking iron, hinges opened and slunk inside. The smell of stagnant iron stung the nostril. Hints of ammonia crept needles into the eye. Warm bronze light hung miraculously from fireless lamps. Many more intrigues fitted the room that the world knew not of. Instrument of tubes and wires tangled the edges of the foundational stone walls of the church basement. Cots were scattered here and there, bodies writhed up against tight leather straps. Bags of water hung close with the rubber hose penetrating the flesh of the arm. Machines pumped fluids and pendulum instruments edged spastic zigzags on parchment. In truth, while the hooded figure calls this laboratory his home, each step he takes floods the heart with a sinister awe. "Place the old dearie on a cot." A warm voice hummed from the corner of the room. The figure complied, emptying the large canvas sack, revealing a sickly hag that spilled onto the cot in a heap. She was sedated, hardly conscious even. "Have an idea, Jasper?" The warm voice hummed again. The hooded figure, Jasper, studied the old woman's face. He saw that it was pale and sweaty. Her breath came short and wheezy. "Some form of the sweating sickness, I would say," he guessed, prodding the captive patient cautiously with the tip of his boot. Touching the ill is to invite the sickness to oneself, he knew. "You're the blessed mind, Damien. You tell me." Damien grumbled. rummaging through tools and instruments before making his uneven weave through the scattered cots over his new guest. "Yes, brother," he said. "Maybe you should take over from here on," he said, raising a smirking eyebrow towards the dark hood of his brother. "I will play the dog and fetch, eh?" The joke was met with an unseen glare. Jasper did not share his brother's enthusiasm for their grotesque work. "I put a blade through her husband, you know." Jasper snarled. "No witnesses, you say?" The words were a bark, teeth snapping an aggressive bite. Damien let the moment pass in silence between them two. He strapped the old woman to the cot, sticking her arm with the rubber hose, and connected various other ungodly instruments as he pleased. He hummed all the while. "When will our work be done?" Jasper sighed, letting his head fall into his own open palms. "My soul can't take much more. Nay, it has taken too much," he mumbled through his hands. "Dear brother, this is God's work," Damien replied. "It will be done when it is done." "If this is truly God's work, why must we be unseen by the church?" Jasper said, though he knew the answer. "Faith is blind, unwilling to pursue progress. How many more of their people must take on sickness before they stop treating the ill with prayer? When will they start to use the gifts God has already given? How many more?" he thought. "How many more, brother?" "As many as it takes to prove we are not heretics," Damien hummed. "Nor witches or demons, as many as it takes for the church to open their eyes to progress." Jasper wiped away faint, unseen lines that ran down his cheeks. He raised his head, spoke no words, but flung his canvas sack over his cloak shoulder. "Yes," he thought. "For the lives of the many, I will damn a few more and myself." He pushed the thick iron-hinged door aside, and once again, as if a ghost, faded into the night.